I hope
Hey
you all can
everyone.
hear.
Yes.
I hope you all can hear us okay. If you can, please post in the chat, post from where you are joining, your name, how you are doing, how is your day going so far. You can start talking in the chat so that we know you are able to hear us. Okay, we can hear you. Yes, I was sharing my screen by the way, so I stopped sharing so that you can see our faces. If required, we'll share the screen again. So, folks, Uh, we did not have a live stream in a long time, so we thought we'll just interact with you. We'll update you with what's going on in the market, and we'll answer any questions that you may have from us. I can see we have Harshil Patel from Netherlands. It's a sunny day. Nice. It helps if it's sunny in the cold weather. Then Shivam, we have Adarsh, Rahul. Uh, કેમ છો? Yes, મજામાં. We have Vaibhav. All right, great. Some of the people are from our courses.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get the session started, folks. So you are following internet, social media. So obviously you are hearing a lot of things about the impact of AI, impact of new models which are released, Codex, GPT, Codex 5.3, Opus 4.6, etc. And you might have questions on how this latest advancements are going to have impact on your career. So we thought we will just go live. We'll just share our candid and honest perspective.
Yes.
Hemanand, you want to say
Yes.
anything?
Yes. Hello, folks. Nice to see you all live after a while. I think it's been quite a while since you have done this. So, first of all, everyone joining here and everyone who's going to watch this video later, the recorded version, please know that this is very important. What we are going to talk now it's very unfiltered. We are going to discuss the exact same things that we will discuss with our with our brother, with our family, and we'll just keep it unfiltered, right? Like whatever is there, we'll just say it to you so that you can make the best sense out of it. And also, don't think that we are going to create some fear and make you feel worried. That's not the intention. We are going to tell the truth, but the truth might be fearful. And I mean, in fact, it would fear the entire world, not just you, me, and everyone watching this video. But it's important to see that it's like the tsunami is coming, and we don't want you to close the eyes. We want you to say, "Hey, look, there is tsunami. We'll try our best, to teach you how to slide during this time." That's the thing we are going to do now.
Yep. All right. So let's get this started. We we have been following all these advancements closely. And I have posted videos on cursor, anti-gravity, vibe coding. I talk about my friend and other folks who are using vibe coding, especially in Silicon Valley, and how things are transforming,
Yeah.
not just across tech industry, but across many other industries as well.
I think
So,
we should tell the entire story from
hmm,
December until now. Starting from
okay,
the, yeah, we'll do
yes.
that.
So, friends, in December, I went to my friend's home who is working for one of the big tech companies, a fintech company in US, and they are using Cloud Code. And he told me that in last 1 month he has not written any code by hand. He's just vibe coding. I couldn't believe it in the first instance because my perspective was that it's good for prototyping, but not for serious projects. And he actually showed me how they use it. He was creating 1,000 line PR or let's say 2,000 line pull request, and he's also deploying the code in production. It's working. So then I immediately called Hemanan and I told him that we need to start using this tool in our own engineering team. We have an engineering team which takes care of codebasic.io website and many other tools that we have built for our learning ecosystem. We thought that this will be a huge productivity boost for our team. And then they started using it, but they were still using it in a fashion that it's a AI assisted coding, not AI first development. At some point, the this fever came to Hemanand. The fever of vibe coding was caught by Hemanand. He used Claude Code to build certain tools which were serious, like production ready tools. He spent few days, and then uh, he told me that okay, I need to come and see it with my own eyes, like how it is going to impact us as a company and rest of the world. So I was
Yeah.
coming to India anyway, so I planned my Hyderabad trip, and I spent last 4 days. Actually, I came back from Hyderabad just yesterday. We spent 4 days in something called Builder Sprint. The Builder Sprint actually started. We are having this 45-day Builder Sprint, and I joined somewhere in first phase itself. In my last 4 days, what I have seen and what I have experienced firsthand, it has opened up whole new perspective. I feel like I'm living in an alternate reality because we have data analysts, we have marketing people, we have learner experience team executives. They are all building tools, the SaaS products. For example, we build mobile app. I mean, I started building mobile app. Usually, our engineering team would have taken 6 months maybe for this. I built it in like 4 days. Then we have some other tools, interview preparation platform, practice rooms. These tools that my team built, it would have taken our engineering team probably 2 years, 3 years to build, and they built it in like 15 days. So now we have a 24 people company, and it feels like everybody is an engineer. Out of 24, we have probably 4 engineers or 5 engineers, but now remaining 20 people, including our finance person, they can do vibe code, they can build serious applications.
Yes.
So then we were thinking about our learners and even people who have bought our boot camps and courses, etc. Okay, what is going to be the impact of this new wave of AI advancement on their career? How our learning content should change to accommodate the new needs? And therefore, we thought that it's better that we do a live stream. These things are hard to express over a LinkedIn post, so we thought we'll do live interaction, and that is the
Yes.
reason we are here. Hemanan, I would like to see your perspective as well.
Yeah, I mean, folks, when we say that we have built something, right? The important point to note here is like when I started building something, so most of you know that I'm from a data background, right? I've been in the data industry for a long time, but I'm not a coder. I'm not an avid coder. So when I started using this Claude code, what I thought is like, okay, 80% Claude will do and 20% I will do. I will do some coding, But it turned out to be 100% of coding is done by Claude code. That's when I got like, wow, this is great. And it's more like, Claude Code is developing the code and I'm getting the feedback instantly. On the other tab, I'm running a separate product and I'm getting feedback from there also. And it's instantly I'm giving the answer, for the questions. And it's building further. It's like feature after feature, we are building like super fast. Normally that would take like 5 days. So this is when I felt, okay, fine. Now something has changed fundamentally, and we need to do this with our team. When we started doing this with the team. So what I told to our team, the entire code basics team, is that okay, now there are some people in our team who's focusing on the content distribution. There are some people in the team who are focusing on building products or building content, and there are some people in the team who are mostly into orchestration, like orchestrating people or orchestrating how to say the tools. I told my team now everybody lose your titles. There is you don't have to think about your title. just assume that everybody is a builder now. Everybody can build. Every single person in this room can build stuff, and you can build dashboards. You can build whatever you want, and it's something you can. You just have to have the understanding of the end product, and either you can become a builder plus distributor, or builder plus orchestrator, or you can become the builder, orchestrator, and distributor, all three. So this is the combination. So we are in day 18 today. Even today, I was reviewing some of the products that our team has built, and we are pushing it to production. But at the same time, I want to tell, like, it's not like Claude is building something and you can easily push that to production. Of course, we are taking support from our AI engineers. We are taking support from our principal software engineers, our CTO. All those people we are taking support because they put the guardrails. They make sure that the compliance, securities, those are taken care, because I built a product. I built a product and I gave it to my team. I built an internal LMS assessment tool, and I pushed it to production. People took the assessment. Everybody was happy. Then I showed this to my CTO. He told me that, hey, it's all good, but there is a major security flaw, and Cloud was not able to find it. So there are certain things like this, but we are in the, we can see that every week or every 2 days there is some new advancement coming in Claude or anti-gravity or Codex. They are pushing it very hard. So we might reach to a stage where building will not be a leverage anymore. Building website or building softwares, that might not be a leverage. But that doesn't mean software engineers are going to lose jobs. It's more like, okay, what is the additional thing you're going to add? So building can be done faster now. How fine you can build stuff, right? How the end product that you're going to build is going to differentiate from other products. That is a major thing. And definitely I thought about our data analysts, data engineers, and AI engineers. See, one thing you have to understand is that the technology is growing at a very, very fast rate, which is, so we have to, the timeline is different. No, we are living in this AI timeline, which means every single day in this timeline is equivalent to maybe 6 months of advancement in the technology, or 3 months of advancement in the technology, if I don't want to exaggerate. But the companies, they are still not in the same timeline. The adoption rate is not same as the development rate. So which gives all of you time. Whoever is watching this video, which gives all of us time. So I would say in the next 6 months, you have to learn how to, you have to learn and navigate. If you are going to ask me, oh, okay, what I should learn, that is something you can know only every day, because things are changing every day, things are updating every day. And how code basics, we are going to position ourselves, we are going to learn, we are learning like crazy. The last 15 days our team has hardly slept, because we made sure whatever is coming out new, we will learn that very, very fast. And we are going to convert that to YouTube tutorials. Of course, the first thing we will do is put it in YouTube, so that everybody gets access to it. And whatever changes that might come, I can't say for sure that in 6 months time that, oh, all the data analyst jobs will change, or it will merge to data engineer. We don't know yet, because we don't know yet how fast the companies can adopt, because we are talking about $1 trillion economy. It's like it's massive economy of the world. It's like the change in world order. So we can't expect those changes to happen like today, but learning can happen today. That is the important takeaway for you from this call. So do not panic. Do not think, okay, what's going to happen to the data analyst role? What is going to happen to the data engineer role? Do not think. Just know that you are going to be a problem solver, and you might have to use whatever skills you have. See, I'm a data person. I used all my data skills and I built a very interesting product based out of that. I built 3 other products as well, which you will see soon in the Code Basics website. So now you have to take every single leverage that you have got and combine that with this new AI things that's happening. And that's going to be your moat. The single most important moat for you today is like learning every day. Staying curious, learning every day. If you are doing that, you are going to be safe. If you are waiting until, oh, let the tsunami hit my face, let the water splash on my face, then I think about something, then my friend, there is a big risk, because the world is going to be slightly brutal, and it won't give you enough time. So just make sure you are researching and learning things constantly, right? So that's the most important message I want to give today. So Dolby, over to you.
As you all know, we love analogies on Code Basics. So the analogy that we are using is there is this massive shift in technology, and you can consider it as a tsunami. So tsunami is coming. What we are doing as Team Code Basics is we are building a boat. We are building a boat so that we can go to a place which is on the high grounds, and we can be saved from what's coming. In that process, while we are learning how to build this boat and how to navigate, we want to take our learners, everybody who is in this field, to kind of ride along with us on this boat. Okay, so let's keep that analogy in the context, and let's think about the next steps. So many of you are asking, okay, what I should do? Okay, what is the exact thing that you should be doing? First thing I would say is learn to vibe code. Anti-gravity, cursor, these are the tools that you can use. These are IDEs, but the model uh, should be either Opus 4.5, 4.6, or Codex. If you think about other models, Gemini and all that, I mean, they're good, but they don't uh, produce a high quality code. High quality code is produced by Opus 4.6. Opus 4.6 is the model we have been trying. It is the best model. And if you compare that with the previous models, there is an exponential difference. There is a huge gap actually. So if you have tried vibe coding initially and you have this view that no, AI is not good, it is making mistake, then forget all the biases. Try Opus 4.6. We don't have any collaborations with Anthropic, by the way. Okay, it's
But
not like
Dharuba, there
we
is an
are.
important question from from the chat that people are saying like, okay, these are paid models, right? Of course, it's not easy.
Yes.
It's not going to be easy for everyone to afford that. So I'm going to say, guys, like, if possible, try to get the subscription because it is worth it. If not, I think Kimi is free for now. You can try Kimi and you can try Cloudboard. So see, first of all, try whatever is the free. In the free tier, whatever is the best, try that, right? And then, if possible, create something with that. And that's what we are going to teach, right? We have some crazy ideas. Like, if you're wondering, like, we are going to put everything in our YouTube channel. So how you can make money as a freelancer, how you can make money as a single person. Because right now we have built some product which we already know that there is some demand. For that, we don't need like a 10% team. We don't even need to use our distribution. We can hide our face and sell those products. So we are going to pick those products and put it here so that you can learn from that. So how you can make some money from that. Because the economy is going to be, I don't know if you folks are following Naval Ravikant. He always says that if there are 7 billion people in the world, there is a possibility of having 7 billion businesses because everybody is capable of creating a own company. And then you can ask like, okay, what's going to happen? Then people will exchange services instead of exchanging money. And it's going to
Hmm.
be like a new barter system. Like earlier people used to exchange fruits, apples, cereals, those kind of thing. Now we can exchange services. So that kind of world is still a possibility. But for that, you have to get equipped. You have to understand how to build a product, number one. Second thing, we always say that you are a product, right? It's like if you're building a product, it's something that still people can replicate. But if you are a product, if they know, oh, this product is coming from this person, or if this person is a product, nobody can replicate that. It's going to be unique.
Hmm.
So you have to understand how you have to make yourself a product. And I can also say, when I was a data analyst, there were so many data analysts back there, but I think I did something different, which is what made me very successful, very unique in my career. So whatever you do, just make sure that you're adding that uniqueness from your experiences, from your delivery of the value. That is number one. And second thing, learn to distribute. You should all know how to create content, how to write post. Writing is very important. And don't be shy to put yourself in front of camera. That is going to be very important. Yeah, AI can create some, faces and stuff like that. But if you can put yourself out in the camera, if you can put yourself out in the public and speak, that's going to be a super important skill because people are going to crave for personal experiences in the coming time. Imagine, guys, right now anybody can create a YouTube channel, 100 YouTube channel today, and automate all the channels and put some kind of content and get some kind of views. If anything, there is one mental model I've always known that if anything is becoming so easy, then it will not have any value. People will always pay money or find something valuable that is tough to do, that is difficult to do. If something is becoming so easy, if everybody can create so many channels and create content, like which is kind of happening now, it's not going to have any value. So you'll have to still use your face. You'll have to have a physical, you'll have to appear in a physical space, talk, those kind of things. So The problem in Indian schools, especially people who are watching from India, and especially in the, I think in Asian schools, I would say the communication is not given a lot of importance. A lot of importance is given to solving math, solving physics, those kind of stuff, and a lot of academics is given importance. If the number two takeaway that you should, the first takeaway I said for this call is like you should learn every day. The number two is like learn to communicate, learn to speak in public. I know, including myself, if you take me 15 years back, I was not a confident public speaker. I could not speak in front of anybody. But now I can say that is the most important skill that I've learned. Because if you cannot put yourself in public and cannot express your ideas clearly, then you're missing out on something major. So, all of you watching this, 227 people watching this video, please make sure you are able to stand in front of people and talk clearly. Do whatever you need to do to train on the skill. You can talk in front of mirror, you can watch a lot of YouTube videos, you can go to things like Toastmaster. This is going to be a very, very important skill. And number three, I want to say is try to learn multiple things. So I think, Dalway, let me know if you disagree with me. Earlier, it was most like people should become an expert, right? Even we said sometime in the past, like we should have at least one expertise, right? Currently, I feel like it's okay if you're not an expert in something, but if you have multiple skills, if you are like jack of many trades, I think that is going to be super useful in this current times. Because
Yes.
for the lack of expertise, you can use AI, but you should at least know something about it. You should know something about healthcare. You should know something about real estate. You should know something about automobile. You should have a little idea about everything out there. You should have a little bit idea about Instagram, YouTube, how content is created, what is distribution, what is marketing, what is SEO, what is PPC. If you don't have this idea, then you can't even work with AI. AI cannot do things for you automatically, magically. It still needs an orchestrator, right? So that I would say.
Yes. Now, I will take a couple of questions which is related to what Hemanand mentioned. So, how learning should be approached? Should one follow conventional path of ML, DL, NLP, GenAI, and directly jump to vibe coding? So, let's understand what's going to happen in next 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, and so on. If you go to Naukri.com today, we still have jobs. It's not like binary. Okay, all data analyst job appeared. Folks, try this. Go to Naukri.com or whatever job portal. Search for AI engineer job. Search for data engineer job. Search for data analyst job. You will find tons of jobs. Jobs are there. They will remain. Okay, in the time period which is going to come. The capability of model coding things is there. That is one thing. But the adoption is not that high. Companies like finance and healthcare, which are heavily regulated, they don't want to use this AI models aggressively. They are taking it very, very carefully. They are concerned about their data going to cloud servers. So the jobs are going to remain. It's not like Thanos, like is doing this and all jobs are disappearing. We have to understand that. So to Kushal's question, how learning should be approached, I would say you still need to learn Python, ML, DL, etc. Because if you're going for an interview, AI engineered interview tomorrow, or let's say even after 2 months, what will the interviewer ask you? They will ask you some fundamental questions. Okay, I would say it's okay. See, do not worry about syntax at all, because with AI now you can syntax is taken care of. Okay, do not worry about going too much into detail. See, eventually we will see a point where even if you don't need, even if you don't learn Python, ML, DL, GenAI, it should be okay because Python coding is done by AI. But I'm talking about immediate future. Say next month you're going for an interview, the interviewer is going to ask you questions. So learning those things will help you with your immediate hiring. Okay, that is one thing. But if you talk about long-term future, and that long-term future can be after 6 months or after 2 years, I don't know how fast these things are going to go. Uh, Long-term future is that you will not have to learn all this. You will not need to know ML, DL. Maybe you know some concepts. Okay, maybe you know concepts. you develop some judgment, you develop an ability to have a debate on architecture with Claude Code model. Maybe that might be helpful when you're building customized solutions, or when you're building solutions which requires a total autonomous, not autonomous, but let's say, for example, in Atlic, we have some clients. So Atlic, if you don't know, Atlic is my data and AI consultancy company. And there are clients where they specifically ask us not to use AI for writing code, etc., because they're concerned about their IP. They're concerned about their product idea being shared on Claude Code server. If you are running locally, let's say on Olama, they're fine. But these are the kind of concerns that people will have. Okay. So in that case, you still need to hand code. But that percentage of hand coding is going to reduce drastically. So if you are learning today, I would say, let's say you are learning, right? And somebody else asked this question, others. What about the folks who recently purchased the boot camp? Does that become obsolete already? No, it is not obsolete, because as I said, you go to Naukri.com today, you look at the skills. They will still ask you for Power BI, SQL. They will ask you for PyTorch, whatever. So it's not obsolete, folks. Okay, things don't work like that. Once capability gets developed, it takes time to adopt. And while that adoption is taking place, what we are doing, right? See, it's our moral responsibility. Or all the students who are learning from us, it can be free. Either you are learning from free videos or through our boot camps. It is our moral responsibility to guide you in a right direction. So, if you are a bootcamp student, do not worry. We are going to give you some updates. We are going to start some programs so that you can navigate in your career. And that requires that we also learn things fast. And that is the reason we are having this 45-day sprint where we are just, hitting hard on the capabilities of latest AI models. So last 4 days, even I was sleeping late. Hemanand was awake till like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the. There were some few days where he did not sleep. Some of our team members did not sleep. We wanted to test the limit of these models on what we can do and where they have limitations. So that when we are sharing our perspective with you, it is not like we have read some article, we have watched some video. The perspective is based on the real experience that we have. All right. So I hope that answers the question from Kushal and others. Uh, I would take one more question, which is, I think, Luzimi Chan, in our consultancy company, what you guys are building. So that's a good question. In our company, Atlic, we build customized AI solutions. We help companies do AI implementation. So the CEO of my company, Karan, was in Dubai recently. So we are having some clients in UAE area. Rest of our clients are in US, and we help them build RAG-based solutions. We have seen RAG videos. We help them build agentic AI solutions. These are the custom or tailor-made solutions which adheres to their needs. Okay, and all these clients have needs, which is okay. They have security concerns. They have a lot of domain knowledge, and they want to build, let's say, RAG-based chatbot on it. They have some constraint on cost. That's where the consultancy. That's where the value of consultancy comes in play. So we as a company, Atlic as a company, we are not, of course, we write code, but more than code, we are consultancy. We guide people on, okay, what should they use, what should they not use. Because see, right now, there are so many tools out there in the market. And our clients who are business users, non-technical users, for them, it is very, very confusing. Well, which model they should use, what will be the cost, how exactly they should use it, how do they tackle security concerns. So we provide consultancy on that. I mean, I think that is the main value that we deliver. Coding is probably the secondary part. Okay, so I'll give you some examples. So we build some sales automation solution for our client in UAE. I cannot share more details because we have NDAs, etc. I will just give you some general idea. Then we have built bunch of RAG-based solutions for our clients in UK, US, and UAE. Uh, we are also we also built couple of chatbots for one of our US clients. We helped them build a chatbot, and you will be surprised it was based on Dialogflow plus some Gen AI. You're wondering Dialogflow is dead, but not. It's not. It is still alive. Then we have North America-based client for which we build a statistical ML solution. Folks, statistical ML is still relevant. I'm telling you. In Hyderabad, Hemanand, like I met a guy who works at the same floor, and he's working in time forecasting model. Okay, so it's not like GenAI has come and statistical ML is dead.
Yeah,
No,
like I said,
that
there is a shelf life, right? Like the shelf life is still there. That's the important point to take here. And not everything is changing today, but everything is available today. Things that are going to change are available today. That's what I want. We want you folks to learn, and yeah. So that option is going to be slow. I think there are some similar questions, right? Somebody is asking, Shivang Shah is asking like whether learning the skills will truly help in the future. As many as people say, AI will take over jobs. Guys, first of all, lose this mentality. This is the herd mentality when people have this feeling AI will take over jobs. See, just imagine, right? Like AI will definitely take jobs, right? Are you still asking this question in 2026? AI will definitely take jobs because whenever, see, currently what's happening now is intelligence explosion, right? Intelligence is exploding and AI will take some kind of jobs and it will also create some new jobs, but it might not take away 100 jobs and create 100 jobs. It might not be this case. Maybe it will take away 1,000 jobs and create 500 jobs. So your role now is to, how do you be in that 500, right? How do you make sure that you are part of that thing? So that is the only thing you need to check, because the thing is, right, a lot of people will listen to this, and first of all, a lot of people won't even listen to things like this. They are in their own world. For example, I spoke to one of my friend who works in a real estate company. He said like nothing can happen to us, we will stay. But no, there is change that can happen in the real estate also, because real estate is a physical thing, but the work that is involved in creating the real estate, that is going to be changed with the help of AI. So if people are closing their eyes and not listening to stuff, they are going to suffer. So first of all, you are listening to this. After listening to this, you take some action. You create something. You do something. You start using any open source model and do something for yourself. That sort of action you need to make. Otherwise, you know, there is going to be a trouble. And do not really think about future like in what's going to happen in 2 years, 3 years, 2027. Don't think. So again, I'd like to give an analogy, right? Like the other day, it was quite a winter. I was walking in the fog. Nothing was visible right in front of me, right? It was very dark and there is a fog, and it was not dark. It was like 6 a.m. in the morning. And what happened is like I kept walking, right? And every 10 steps I keep, there was some visibility. I was able to see stuff. So that's when, like if you compare this to the current situation, it's like a fog right in front of you. You can't see what is there in 6 months ahead, what is there 1 year ahead. You can't really tell or see. But you have to keep moving forward. That is the most important thing. Just if you keep each and every step, you can see that your visibility will improve. Your visibility will be clear, right? And then you assess from wherever you reach. Okay, from here I am going to take left, I want to take right, I want to go straight, or I want to take a U-turn and then take left. All these things you'll assess only when you keep moving forward. If you're standing there and thinking, oh, what is there, what will happen, you will never move. So that kind of thing you folks should understand here. Okay, don't stand at some place and don't get stuck. Keep moving forward, and be ready to unlearn everything. That is the fourth takeaway today. So a lot of people in my team, they told me, right, like it is because they are very super high intelligent coders. So they always use their hands to code, and now they have to use Claude to code, and for them it was very difficult. It took them 2 or 3 days to unlearn and then try something different. So just imagine people with 15, 20 years of experience. They are ready to lose everything and learn something new. So most of you watching this video, you folks are freshers, right? Don't really think, okay, fine, I've learned this thing, will it be useful for me? I've learned that thing, will it be useful for me? No, you don't know. You can't really say. Currently, people are still using Excel. Excel is a tool that is created in 1992. People are still using it. I don't know how long people will use it. But there can be a moment where people will use something different instead of Excel, but the fundamental thinking, the fundamental problem solving will be the same. So you need to have only that in your mind. I'm going to be a fundamental problem solver. I don't mind what tools I have to learn. You will learn it along the way. If you are having that mindset, and if you're ready to unlearn and learn on any given point of the day, trust me, my friend, you will not have a problem. Whatever AI wave might come, whatever might happen, you might have a turbulence. Yes, turbulence is possible. Even we can face turbulence, right? Even we as a company can face turbulence. I told the same thing to my team. We might face turbulence because we are not exactly sure how the world is going to shape. We are going to watch it every single hour, and we are going to respond accordingly. So I will say the same thing to you folks. So don't think too much ahead. Just see, okay, fine. Today I'm going to learn this. Tomorrow and uh, and just keep learning every day and keep solving problems.
So, Zumi-chan is asking, I think, this question that I am from your course, I am not afraid of AI. I just want to make most of it and do freelancing and provide all the AI solutions. So, Zumi-chan, Hemant already answered the question. If you are just learning technology, that's not going to be enough. Soft skills are going to be super, super important, folks. You need to know how to present, how to communicate in person. You need to know sales skills. You need to know how to influence people. There is a book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you have not read it, read it. These things will help you get freelancing projects. And Zumichan, I'm really happy you are thinking about freelancing because we need to stop thinking about this herd mindset, which is okay, you go in a company which has 400,000 people working for it. Some of the IT services company in India, for example, TCS, Infosys, 400,000 people, 500,000 people. Stop thinking about, joining these big companies because these companies may not exist in the future. In the future, there will be small companies, there will be solopreneurs, and of course, there are going to be big companies like Google, Amazon,
He
etc.
can be a solopreneur. No, Sumichan can be a solopreneur. You can build a product now. So somebody's saying, right, like, okay, what can I do in freelancing? You need to learn to build. That is a default skill, folks. Everybody should learn how to build. And apart from building, you need to learn how to distribute, how to sell, how to put your content out there, how to put your product out there. Third thing is you need to know how to orchestrate, whether it's orchestrating among people or orchestrating among tools. These three skills, if you have, you can be a solopreneur. You can build your
Yes.
stuff, sell, and make some reasonable living. And then I mean, I also want to talk about one scenario where there is one possible scenario where there is a massive job loss. Like we are talking about these big companies, 500,000 people, 400,000 people companies. What if there is a massive, massive job loss? Again, I'm not saying this is going to happen. There is a possibility of this going to happen as well, right? So in that case, what's going to happen is like definitely government is going to intervene because if think about this, if you are losing a job, right? More than you, the companies are going to get hurt because the companies thrive on consumers. If everybody is going to lose a job, then there will be no consumers. If there are no consumers, who will buy? And that will break the entire economy and that will create chaos. And it's like a internal war. A civic war will break out. So to avoid that, of course, the governments or companies, they will create something like a universal base income. So everybody gets some level of income, and they still remain as a consumer. But again, that is still not, because we as humans, we always search for meaning. We always search to do something more. If you're getting universal base income, you won't respect that. You will want to do something more. So that's why I'm saying from today, when you're going to sleep, just before sleeping, 10 or 15 minutes, think about it. Okay, what is that? I want to bring the uniqueness that you have in your soul. Every soul is unique, right? My soul is unique. The whole soul is unique. You watching all this 270 people watching here, you have a unique soul. Just try to understand what is that unique thing you want to do in this world, right? What is the thing you want to do in this world, and try to connect that with whatever you want to do. That will bring, a unique taste to whatever you will create, and that's what is going to be your moat. Okay, it doesn't matter, a lot of people move from non-technical fields. Like I know we have an AI engineer in our team. He used to be a gym trainer, and if some AI engineer wants to become a gym trainer, I would appreciate that also. It's not a bad thing. Whatever you do, just see whatever it fits your interest, right? Don't think that only these kind of jobs are going to be respectable. No, I'm telling my folks, mark my words. In some time, maybe in 1 or 2 years, like the plumbers, electricians, these kind of roles will also be respected equally because they are currently less in number. So compared to software engineers, they are less in number, and but the demand for them will be more. So you can
So
already see
here,
this happening in USA and Germany and countries like that, because they all lives in USA and I lived in Germany. So there, you can't get the appointment from the plumbers and electricians. You can get an appointment from an IT person, but not from them because they are very less in number.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
My take is our take actually, our combined take. Physical versus digital. So on digital industry, anything that you can do on your laptop, that is being impacted by AI hard. But let's say if you have passion for something physical, for example, my brother's friend was a project manager in a big IT company in Vadodara. He started this dogs hostel. So basically, dogs, if you're going out on a vacation, if you want to keep your dogs to a place, then that is the place. So he started that business. Now he had passion for this kind of thing. Some people have passion for food. Let's say you know how to cook well, you want to start a restaurant, go for it. See, uh, technology knowledge, the knowledge you're gaining from technology. Let's say you learn how to build a mobile app, you learn how to build analytics dashboard, you learn how to build uh, predictive model. That is going to help you anyway. See, that skill is not going to go waste, folks, because even if you are running a restaurant, there is a technology enablement. You might want to build an app, you might want to build a dashboard to track your business. That knowledge is going to help everywhere. It's like learning Excel. So learning all these tools, vibe coding, building mobile apps, building dashboards, ML, Gen AI models, these are going to be enabler in all the industries. No industry is left where AI will not have impact. So if you're learning all this, first remember that it is going to be useful. Second, remember that job is not the only way, folks. Stop thinking in terms of herd mentality. World is changing fast, very, very fast. We will see many small companies, 8 or 10 people companies, solopreneurs who will be making their living. So just think about domain. Okay, build some expertise in a particular domain. Let's say your father is in real estate, your uncle is in healthcare, you have some family connection, you have a way to gain domain understanding of that particular field, then do that. Try to gain understanding of the physical world of the domain, and then think how you can apply technology to create a business in that domain.
Yes.
Some people have asked question that, okay, um, I think they're asking about the boot camp, right? So
Yeah.
let
Which
me
question?
see. uh, Okay, I think I lost the question. Okay, let me take another question. Vaibhav Trivedi is asking, what does this mean for non-tech people trying to come into data field? Heaven, you want to take that question?
Okay. So, I don't see the question, but I understood the question. See,
Hmm.
20 years back, right, when this Word, Microsoft Word and PowerPoint was built, there used to be a specialized person whose job is to only create Word documents. And there used to be a specialized person who used to create only the PowerPoint presentations. This was 20 years back. Now what's happening, right? You won't have a one person creating the Word and PowerPoint document, right? Like one person will do Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Power BI, everything. And we are putting them together as like a data analyst or data engineer. Data engineer, of course, will know more tooling. So be prepared for a near future that you might do all of the work of data analyst, data engineer, and maybe data scientist, AI engineer. It will keep on merging because AI is going to make everything easier. So you will be doing multiple stuff, right? So that is something you need to understand. The roles will merge. At the end of the day, what's going to matter is like how you're solving the problem. So having analytical skills is going to help a lot. Having the understanding of how the data architecture works is going to help a lot. So, but that alone, let's say you have only, you know, I'm not saying it's happening right now. Right now, if you know just Power BI and few other skills, you can still get a job in today's job market. But I'm just envisioning a future which is just as close as 6 months or 9 months or even 12 months. That will not be sufficient because already we see in some job descriptions that people are asking multiple things, but they just ask it, but they won't use it in the job. But in the future, in the near future, in the job, currently in my job, I'm using multiple skills to solve a problem. Some of my team members are using multiple skills to solve a problem. They are data analysts, they are AI engineers, they also do some software development. So there are people like that already. So this kind of skill you need to develop. And learning them is not difficult. Don't think you have to go to engineering college again to learn software engineering and then do 4 years and then take some 1 lakh boot camp. No, it's not going to happen. You can be a builder. When I say builder, you can build dashboards, you can build software, you can build content also. You can be a builder of all the sorts. So just know that you need to be a builder by default. On top of that, learn distribution and orchestration.
The main question I think people are having is, okay, what should I do? What kind of skills I need to learn? Folks, I think this is a discussion we were having in our team. A relentless attitude and high agency are going to be the skills that will rule the world. You need to have relentless attitude, very high agency. Uh, See, vibe coding is like the most fundamental skill that you need to learn. And if you want to try it out, we have tutorials. We have published a tutorial on anti-gravity. We have published a tutorial on cursor. The best models are, of course, Claude, Opus 4.6. If you can buy $20 a month subscription, it is the best. You are going to run out of tokens soon. If you can afford and buy $100 a month subscription, let me tell you, it's a deal. 9,000 rupees is not a big price compared to what you can build out of it. So just see and feel the power yourself. Now let's say you have an idea of building a mobile app or some solution, some predictive solution. Just build it. And if you know people uh, to whom you can sell it, then start thinking about your solopreneur journey from today. See, jobs, as I said again, jobs do not disappear just like that. Jobs are going to remain. The adoption is going to be slow. You will still find jobs. But the time is over where, TCS comes to your campus and hires 200 people, 300 people. That kind of mass hiring is gone. Total
Yeah.
number of jobs, technology jobs are going to shrink most likely. Now, if
Yes.
you account for freelancers, solopreneurs, people who are building like products, then yes, total number of jobs may remain same. But I think we need to shift this attitude that okay, my job is to I want to learn from this boot camp or this course, whatever, and I want to get hired in some company. That will remain there, but just I'm just saying, changing your mindset and thinking about solopreneurship, startups, etc., is going to be equally useful.
Yeah. Very useful. Definitely. Okay, I think we have answered most of the questions. So, folks, many of you are asking questions. We have already answered the question. You can watch the recording. The recording will be available in a minute. And so, I think we'll just summarize the takeaways, Dalbai. The first thing is like for everyone, I'm saying this. The first thing is keep learning every day, right? That is the big single most important thing you should do in this time. Look out for things, stay curious, do your research, and keep learning new stuff every day and learn to build. The number second thing is you should learn how to communicate in front of people, like in-person communication. You should be able to articulate your thoughts very clearly. That is going to be a major skill. And number three, you should understand distribution, how distribution works, how you can put your content out there or put yourself out there and talk about your product or talk about your own skills. So you have to understand that sometimes you have to be your own product. That will bring the uniqueness. And the number four thing is, I think we spoke about being high agency. So high agency means you are not someone who's waiting for others to tell you what to do. You're not like, okay, only if this person tells I will do. You are a person who will figure out things by yourself. You can think about some of your friends who are like this, right? They will figure it out themselves and they will do it. They just check with other people, but they don't wait for the permission or approval to do stuff, to do the right thing. So that is high agency. So if you're a high agency person, you will keep learning stuff yourself and you will navigate through this tsunami which is there. Okay. So and the number five is don't think too far. Don't think like, okay, I'm going to become a data analyst now. Will I have a job? Will I have my job for 5 years? No. If you're asking that question, I will say no right away. But is learning data skills important? Yes, it will be very relevant because you have to combine that skills along with whatever is there with the AI world and you will get something out of it. But that alone will not give you a job. Maybe now, yes, maybe for the next 6 months, 9 months, I can't say beyond that. I don't know what's going to happen beyond that, but learning these skills will help you to a certain extent. But don't think that just by learning the skills, I will have a job for next 10, 15 years. No, that world is gone. We are efficiently gone. Okay. So these are the five major takeaways I have. You would like to add anything, Galvin?
No, I think you have covered, folks. We will keep on doing this kind of live streams. We will
Yes.
keep on publishing content so that we are keeping you up to date. We are also learning a lot of things, folks. Let me tell you, it's a very interesting time. We are also not 100% sure
Yes.
what's going to happen in the future. But of course, we have some clues and we have direction actually. We brainstormed a lot and we are watching all these advancements closely. We'll keep on sharing these things with you. During this time of uncertainty, I would suggest that you keep your mind calm. You look at the bright side of the thing as well. You can become a single person company. You can build a SaaS product. You are given a lot of power. Just imagine you are given a team of 10 IIT engineers who can work relentlessly with you. And those 10 IIT engineers are cloud code agents. Now just think, what can you build? Okay. Just open up your mind. Don't think like job, job, job. Don't think like,
Yes.
okay, don't have this task oriented approach. Just
Yeah.
think bigger.
Definitely. Folks, and have just one more important thing. I don't think whenever you get into this kind of sessions, people don't say that. Today also I wrote the same thing as an email to my team. So currently my team is doing high performance stuff. They are in a very intense environment. So including myself, what I've noticed is that like we are not being mindful about our own health, right? We are
Mm,
just, eating anything and then sleeping at strange times. So one thing you have to take care is that if you're losing your body, if you're losing your mental health, you're losing everything. We are in the war, but please make sure you're taking care of your health, right? So when I say health, it's your mental health, physical health, your soul health, and all of that. So when it comes to physical health, please make sure your food, the morning food that you eat, or any food, right, that you eat is very important. So make sure you eat these almonds, raisins, all those things. These are very important because this magnesium is very important to keep your brain stable. There is zinc. So do a little bit research about that. Why people eat almonds, figs, dates, those kind of things in the morning. It's very very important. And make sure you are at least moving for 1 hour a day. Make your feet moving. That's super important because if you're not moving, your brain and body is jammed. There is no flow. You need to have flow in the life. And another thing I would recommend is mindfulness. Mindfulness means, it's close to awareness. Awareness means absence of thoughts. So if you have to get rid of your thoughts, you need to close your eyes and let your thoughts die. People call it meditation. That's what people term as meditation, but you can call it whatever you want. But just try to close your eyes and whatever thoughts come, let it die. So only when your thoughts die, you are aware, you are connecting with your soul, your mind is getting connected with your soul, and you get the real answers, what you should do. Trust me, this exercise is so powerful. A lot of people that I have coached, they have found meaning in their life by doing this. So please make sure that you do all of this and you'll be sorted. And again, last thing is like you should have a lot of love in your life, and that love starts with the self-love. If you're not loving yourself, if you're not taking care of yourself, then don't expect others to love you. It should start from within. Then it shows to others and you get a lot of love in your life. So thanks folks for joining, and we'll keep doing sessions. We are going to do one this coming Sunday as well, and we'll put our best efforts to democratize this knowledge. Whatever our team is doing, we'll put it out. Not just me and our entire team is going to share whatever they're doing. Our marketing person, she has built an app. Our finance person, she has built a website. She has built an app. Everybody, our learner experience team, our operations head, he's building a interview prep tool, and our learner experience lead, he has built a beautiful coaching app for through which people can train English. So everything is in beta, and it will come soon to production, and we'll be able to launch it soon. All right, so all the best, and for those of you joined late, please go back and watch the entire video. I'm pretty sure you'll find it useful.
Okay, Hemant, sorry, I'll take one, one or two questions.
Yes.
So Zumi-chan, your question is what projects you can build to prove yourself in front of clients. As I said, like build something that is useful to somebody and add it to your portfolio. You can have a nice portfolio with GitHub code, etc. And build projects which are not toy, which are something that can be used by somebody. Go to an NGO, for example, and build a real solution for NGO. Or let's say your relative or whoever, if you have somebody who needs a real solution,
Yeah.
or maybe build a solution for somebody for free. So that way it's a real project.
I think Ankit Kumar is also asking the same question, and so many people are asking the same question: what project should work on? So, guys, I'll tell my real experience from IIT Roorkee. We went to IIT Roorkee last week, I think 10 days back. So we saw around at least some 15 to 20 projects, and which I would say some 12 projects are amazing, 8 projects are just fancy. So I'll tell about the fancy project. These are the projects you should not do. There was one project which I saw where the person is amazing, like amazing spirit and a lot of passion, but he tried to put too many things in one place, and it is not solving one problem properly. It is trying to solve too many problems which other companies are solving, and nobody will use that app because it has no specialization. So when you are trying to build something, try to take one problem and it is solving that problem properly. So if you're building a replica of Uber, you should solve which Uber is not solving. For example, I will tell you what problem I have with Uber. When I book Uber, I don't get clean cars. The cars are smelly, or it's not having proper AC or things like that. If you're doing something with Uber, try to solve that problem. And whatever, if you're building a Swiggy, something like Swiggy, or if you're building something for rural development, healthcare, try to pick one problem and try to solve it properly, and that will appeal to people. Okay, some of the problems are, you know boring problems. It will not be fancy, right? It will be boring problems where people will not think about it. So try to pick those boring problems and try to solve it. You not only get attention, you will also get money out of it. You can make revenue out of it. Okay. So these are the projects you should consider. Great. So guys, let us know how this session, how do you like the session? We will definitely want to do it. Maybe even weekly we can do it, because we want to, because I'm telling to the by every single day we live in this AI era is it's equivalent of 6 months. Like we are learning a lot of things. So somehow we would like to express that learning with you all. Okay. All right, folks. Thank you. Anything else? Any closing comments?
Nope. I think some people are asking questions on projects. Even today, some student asked me, okay, they have startup idea, what they should do. My brother
Yeah, coming up
Bhavin
with
is
it.
running. Yeah, brother Bhavin is running the startup coaching program as well, and he's guiding a lot of startup founders. So we are thinking of doing a live stream next weekend, like on Sunday evening, just for startups. In case if you are interested in that, so please keep an eye on it. We will share our best knowledge with a very good intention. It's not like we are trying to sell us something. We just genuinely want to help people. We love coaching. We love mentorship, so we are going to do that session. And I think some folks were asking me that I'm in India. Okay, am I going to do any meetups? See, folks, so I'm in India right now. We do a lot of meetups, but this time the visit is little different. Uh, we did one meetup or program in IIT Roorkee. The other program that we are going to do will be in Vadodara. So we are having this AI day, and if you want to interact with me in person, then Vadodara, Gujarat is a place. I'm not sure if we'll be doing any meetups. Probably not. Uh, but let me put a link of the AI day here. So I have added a link. In case if you're in Gujarat, you want to meet in person, we can talk. All right.
Yes. All
Okay.
right. Thank you, everyone. And we're all in this together. And hopefully, we'll be able to build a boat big enough to accommodate everyone.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.